Welcome everyone back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. My name is DFree. Here today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the LR Full Power Frieza that is coming out into the game just in about like 30 or so hours. But that being said, hope you guys enjoy. Of course, hit that subscribe if you're new for more content. So when it comes to Frieza, I'm going to go over a very brief breakdown because I didn't do a separate video for this. So feel free to skip ahead if you would like to. He is a full power category leader, 4 key, 130%. Also, extreme STR types get 4 key and 100%. Also, on a side note, the super attacks, the 12 key super does mega colossal damage to the enemy while sacrificing 8% of his HP. That's actually very good for his passive, by the way. This art's awesome. But that's really good for the passive. Also, one thing to consider is he also continually does mega colossal for both attacks. That's very, 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 very uncommon. And I would argue that he's probably the first one. I don't know. But that being said, let's go ahead and move on. So we do take a look at the 18 key super. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn and causes, again, mega colossal to the enemy. So very good. Passive is key +2, attack and defense plus 80% at the start of the turn. When HP is 90% or below, he gets 1 key and plus 10% attack. When HP is 70% or below, he gets a further 2 key and 20% attack. Actually, I don't know if they stack, so I won't say further. When HP is 50% or below, he gets 2 key and 20% attack. When you're 30% or below, it's 2 key and 20% and guaranteed critical. Like, there is just a whole lot of bonus attack and bonus key going on. So he's actually in a position where, at least seemingly, he's going to be able to output a ton of damage and also be quite self-sufficient. I don't know personally how I feel about the unit, obviously, because we haven't done any gameplay with him, but we're gonna find out right now. So we're gonna use him on the Wicked Bloodline team, and otherwise the links are pretty standard stuff. So Prodigies, Universe's Most Malevolent, Strongest Clan in Space, Big Bad Bosses, which Big Bad Bosses is interesting because that should almost always be active with him naturally. The only issue with this card is this category, like Metacooler healing, isn't really conducive to what the Frieza wants to do. And also, you probably want to launch 8 key or 12 key supers more often, stuff like that. But Big Bad Bosses, Over in a Flash, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. The categories are Planet Namek Saga, Legendary Power, and Full Power. Is that a thing? Goresh might have had a typo, but Legendary Power category, guys. Probably a typo. Anyways, so for this setup, we have Frieza on the opposing rotation. So I will actually have Frieza alongside this Frieza here, because it doesn't truly matter who you have him linked with. You just have to set up the Frieza clan links, and you can get your Prodigies or Big Bad Bosses, stuff like that. I will say though that it's quite unfortunate, on a side note, that he doesn't transform into Full Power Frieza, because then you'd still be able to use the physical Full Power Frieza as his best link buddy for that Over in a Flash link. Not that I particularly like transforming units sometimes. Like, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But just for that scenario, man, that Over in a Flash link will be quite potent between the two of them. All right, so we have our first look at the LR Frieza. So we start off at max key, basically. We'll even get an Ultra here if I want it. Do I want to? Might as well. I was going to say, like, do I want to get the Ultra right now? Because, again, like I said, you do want to... It's weird. Like, you want to get low on HP. You don't want to have to lower your own HP. But with these types of mechanics, 2.4, 9 or so, 2.5, with these types of mechanics, units that actually sacrifice HP like this Frieza, like the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, the Super Kaioken Goku, those cards actually gain value, right? Because they help out. Like, I remember when I did my showcase for the Goku, the Transforming Goku that just came out, and it was like, oh, I'm actually going to use some of the cards I just mentioned, Super Kaioken Goku, because sacrificial HP is really good because, you want to get lower on HP. But in practical cases, not so much. And we took damage there, but Metacooler took it. It put us back to a point where it nullified, basically. So I'm actually going to float him, and I'll put Turles in the front, and hopefully Turles takes a super or something, and we'll go with that. And we'll also have everything basically lined up going into the next round to have access to the Frieza. All my supports are here, unfortunately, which they all need to be separated, so we'll see. I can't guarantee that we'll get super low on HP, though. That's my thing, is I can't guarantee that, so hopefully we can. If you want to get low on HP, double Frieza Full Power is probably the best way to do it, because with Full Power you have access to more and more of those types of units that can actually hurt you, right? I believe that the Goku and both the Gokus I mentioned are on that category. I'm sure there's probably more units that do it, but those are the most prevalent ones that come to mind, right? So keep that in mind. If there are any other units, again, let me know. But which I feel like there probably are. But for me, those are the ones that come to mind. So we can get the super here. Hopefully we take a super in the front spot. FRIEZA will not. By the way, here's FRIEZA's stats. That's actually really good defense. That's really good defense considering he doesn't have big bad active or anything like that. But yeah, hopefully we take that, and then FRIEZA's 12 key will also further reduce our HP. Perfect, perfect. We do take a super. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Imagine wanting a super attack, by the way. Let me know in the comment section down below for today's question of the day what your opinion was of the FRIEZA going into this. And then also, towards the end, what your opinion is of the FRIEZA. If it changed, do you think he's any better? Stuff like that. I'm going to try quite hard to really show off as good as he is. So 2.85 here with the 12 key super. That's nuts, man. That's actually nuts. Look at that. Look at that sprite. Them big old teeth. My dude with the jaw. All right. Okay, so we're still getting kind of lower on HP, so this is working out basically the way I want it to. I would love for Metacooler not to be in a position to heal every time, though. I'm not going to give you the links. What is it, auto regeneration or whatever? I'm not going to give it to you. So instead, I'll actually wind up floating him because I do want to get my supports lined up. Okay, so we'll give you that, and you can have these. And again, we're still trying to set up, but I think after this turn, I should be fine. Okay, so far so good. Gohan actually is a good event for this because he's actually quite tanky, especially against normal attacks. Okay, so we have the triple FRIEZA set up. I'll put full power in the front. Full power's at 160,000 defense. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, we're gonna go there. So full power will lower himself enough further here. I'm not going to give any same color orbs. I will. Can I trust the FRIEZA? The FRIEZA has mitigation. I'll use the Yema. I just don't want the FRIEZA to lose. The Int FRIEZA. 3.6. This card, man. These are 12 key supers. Having Mega Colossal is making a huge difference. And the FRIEZA clan links that he has, and like prodigies and what is it? Universe Most Malevolent. I think that's a 15% link too. It's either that one or the Strongest Clan. I'm pretty sure it's Most Malevolent. The Fierce Battle, like, come on, man. That's awesome. Like this card, when I saw the details for him earlier, I was just like, whatever. But I'm actually, honestly, quite impressed so far. I didn't need to use an item because clearly he wasn't going to take any damage. Got you. All right. I probably still needed the item. Okay, so we might as well just kind of go for a game here. Just finish him off. And we have everything kind of lined... Oh, excuse me. We have everything lined up, though, to where we'll have our rotations perfect going into the next fight. So far, so good from FRIEZA, honestly. All right, Metacooler. I just need the Metacoolers to beat it before the other one gets a chance to, like, heal and stuff. So, yeah, there we go. I believe it's at the end of the turn in which he receives an attack. It's been a while since I've read Metacooler, so. Anyways, we're at, what is that, 71, 72% HP, so far, so good. All right, so we're up against Goku here. Okay, so, again, we do have support still, so that's nice. Still need to take a little bit more damage. So the 12 key is going to be quite helpful for that. And I think by the next time we see this set up, we should be low enough with FRIEZA to where it doesn't matter. Especially if we take a super with the FRIEZA in the front spot. And we do not, unfortunately. Okay, then hopefully it's on Metacooler. My dude at 3.2 million. Like, honestly, these attack stats are... Why is it stuttering? Of course he beat him. These attack stats are nuts. For a 12 key super, those attack stats are nuts. That doesn't make any sense. That was like 13 key. I can understand maybe if it was 17. It was like 13 key. Okay. I'm actually really impressed by this card. We're going to go with that. But I will say, though, his animations are cool, but they're not Goku level. Goku's animations are top-notch, man. All right, so FRIEZA's going to come through with this. FRIEZA does have mitigation, so I'm not too worried about him, as I mentioned earlier. Oh, he's stunned. Okay, great. Great! I didn't want him to stun. I just wanted the Metacoolers. Actually, that's not too bad, though, because Metacooler shouldn't heal. Excellent. Excellent. Not that he would have anyway, because we apparently were able to one-shot. Oh, my. Why have you forsaken me like that? I totally didn't even. That is the one, like, drawback when it comes to running Turles. The unit is so awesome. But holy crap. I never want him to transform. Ever. Ever. The transformation is good. Don't get me wrong, but, like, when it comes to a showcase, I never want that unit to transform. And it seems he does it at the wrong time every time. All right, there's a super on Frieza. That's perfect. When are we going to get that Goten card? Bandai, make it happen. And that Gohan card, by the way. I'm not even going to comment on this. I'm not even going to comment. 3.5, no support. What the? I commented. Also, this Frieza's quietly been really good, too. He's a good card. Yeah, he's going to clear it out. It's a good thing that the Goten did sneak in a super attack in the beginning because of that. Okay, so Meta Cooler should take some good damage here, thankfully. Thankfully. I don't want auto regeneration. I am a little worried about the Meta Cooler, the STR one. So I'm going to use this. AGL should be fine, but I am a little worried about STR. So I'm going to try to line it up for a Dokkan attack because we're getting close. And the STR orbs have lined up nicely. So hopefully we take some good damage here. Like this Meta Cooler ideally gets super attacked. Dang. Okay. All right. Well, Frieza going into the next round is still going to be quite powerful. Quite powerful. The dodge. Please super me. Man, this guy. All right. Well, I'm at 70%. No support. 70%. Ultra super. Max key. Dokkan attack. Might as well, man. I might as well get all these too because it doesn't really matter, does it? I'm just going to take his turn so I don't have to deal with his animations. I'm going to heal up Max anyway at the end of the turn, so it really didn't matter. All right, let's do it. This definitely won't one-shot, but it'll get quite close. Should do a few life bars. If it crits, it's going to do absolute nutty damage, by the way. It's going to do ridiculous damage. Where is this at? 3.94. Yep. Yep, this card is awesome. His attack can get a lot higher than that. I already can feel it. I haven't gotten him low enough. That's so cool. That is so cool. This card is dope. Anyways, everyone, thank you all for tuning in, guys. Enjoyed, of course, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next one. Make sure that you leave in the comment section down below your opinion on this card. My opinion, like I said, I was like, whatever. And I'm like, holy shit. Subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next one. Take it easy, everybody.